Never, ever, ever say what a man won't do. Never say what your man won't do. Whether you married women or you single women that have boyfriends, whatever. Never say my man will never cheat on me. Don't never say that. Um, I was on a blog on Facebook, and they were talking about Rihanna and ASAP Rocky, and they was talking about what a good guy he was, and I guess there was a post, and the original post was Rihanna was talking about how good he was to her and stuff like that, and I know he will never cheat on me. This was allegedly from Rihanna, but I don't really believe that Rihanna said that. But it was supposed to be from Rihanna, and she's like, I know. She was talking about how good he was to her, and because I guess she's pregnant with the third baby. She's trying to have a little girl. I see her with a little girl too. I'm hoping the baby that she's carrying now is a little girl. But I don't believe she said that. But that was the post, and so yeah, I put in that. Never say. A lot of women, like some women, will say, "I know my man will never cheat on me," or "You don't know what your man gonna do. You don't know what your man gonna do." We can't really predict what another person will do. We can't predict what another person will do. I know some of these ladies would like to believe that because their husband is so good, he's such a good man, or boyfriend, he's such a good man, and he's does this and that and other. They would like to believe that. Um, and there is a small percentage of men that don't cheat. A very small percentage of men that don't cheat. A good portion of them do. Quite a few of them do. If your boyfriend or your husband doesn't cheat, he's a unicorn, because a good percentage of men do cheat. A lot of them cheat, and then a man can't say for sure that because women cheat too. Actually, women cheat too. They say women cheat too. I mean, I never cheated in my relationships, but yeah, they say women cheat too. So a man can't really say for sure. You can never say for sure what somebody will do or won't do. You can't say 100% sure that you hope and you pray that your husband doesn't cheat on you. You hope and pray that your boyfriend never cheats on you. But you cannot say, you can never, ever, ever say what another person won't do, because the only person that you can control is yourself. You can only control yourself and what you will do. And sometimes we don't even know what we gonna do. To be perfectly honest, sometimes we don't know what we gonna do. Because there was times I said I wasn't gonna do something and I wound up doing it anyway. So we can't 100% for certain say what we won't do, because we'll say we might think we won't do something, but we may wind up doing it. It was a lot of things I said I wasn't going to do, and I winded up doing just the thing that I said I wasn't going to do. So you can't say for sure what you will and will not do. So how can you say for certainty what someone else will and will not do? You can't say 100%. You're 100% certain about what anybody will do. And a lot of women, I mean, there's women that say that, oh, my husband will never cheat on me, never, or my boyfriend or whatever. Never say never. Never say what a man won't do. Because a lot of these women didn't think their man was going to cheat. A lot of these women didn't think their husband was going to cheat, and they wound up cheating on them anyway. You never say what your kids I was going to make that a separate video, but I'll include that in this video. Never say what your children won't do. Like I've heard some mothers, oh, my son will never do that. My daughter would never do that. You can't say that. You can't say and then sometimes what people will, other people's children has done or did certain things. And so they say it as to look down on other parents. Well, my son will never do nothing like that. Or my daughter would never do nothing like that. You don't know what your kid's going to do. You don't know what your kid's going to do. My sons did things that I never thought in a million years that they would do. Yeah. Yeah. And they go against, I mean, you could raise your children. This is totally kind of another video, but you can raise your children one way, and then they go and do something, and you think, nah, I didn't know. You know, I didn't bring you up like that. They do something totally contrary to what their upbringing was, what you taught them. So you can't say for certainty nobody will, because people will do that. Oh, my son will never do that, as to, you know, like they look at somebody else's child doing something, or my daughter would never do nothing like that. You don't know what your kid's gonna do. That's the reality. The reality is you don't know what your kid's gonna do. Never, ever look down on somebody. And then some women say, well, her husband, so and so husband cheating, her boyfriend cheating. Well, my husband would never cheat on me like that. You don't, or I would never put up with that. You don't know what you're gonna put up with, because you're not in that situation. It's easy for us to look on the outside in and say what we won't do or what we won't put up with. There was things that I didn't think I was going to put up, that I was going to, certain things that I didn't think I was going to put up with, and I wound up putting up with it. Yeah. Don't never say never. Never say what you won't put up with. Never say what your husband won't do, your wife won't do. Never say what your kids won't do. You don't know. You don't never know what nobody's going to do. You don't know for certain what you're going to do. Face facts. We're all unpredictable. Human beings are unpredictable. You don't know what nobody's going to do or say. So women should, a lot of women wind up putting their foot in their mouth when they say that. My husband would never cheat. My boyfriend would never cheat. And they wind up putting their foot. I don't really believe that Rihanna said that, but that was the post. You know, she's talking about how good he was and stuff like that, or how good of a father he was and that. They say, I know ASAP would never cheat on me. I don't believe that Rihanna actually said that, but that was the post. And I was like, never say what a man won't do, because there's a large percentage of them that are out here doing just that. They're cheating. Can't never say what that man won't do that. Only thing you can do is hope and pray that your man won't do that. And that's the only thing you can do. And then if it happens, you know you got some decisions to make. Alrighty, that's it. Hit me up in the comment section and hit that like button. And see you guys in the next video.